shit. Hey, what's up, guys? I'm here today again with a deck profile. Today is going to be pure Infernoids. This is just a list that I'm going to be running whenever I want to play this. I've been testing it a lot online, and it works really well for me for pure Infernoids before the whole Lair of Darkness structure deck comes out, just to help me get a basis for Infernoids. I never really played it until just a couple months ago when I heard about the release of Lair of Darkness, and I heard that it would work really well with Infernoids. And then I got to seeing how well it was doing in the OCG. I went ahead, picked up everything I needed. So please, veteran Infernoid players, if you're watching this, please don't get mad. This is my list. This is what works well for me. If you have any suggestions, please let me know. And I'll explain everything as I go along. So to start off, 3 Radiant Hand of the Lightsworn. The only Lightsworn that I play, just for the fact that you normal summon, dump 2, you got a level 4 tuner on the field. And during the end phase, he also dumps 2. If you dump another Radiant, then he'll gain 200 attack, which is nice. Next, I run mandatory 3 Infernoid Decatron. Infernoid Decatron is the card that I want to be able to get out with Void Feast. I want to be able to special him out, dump a Devi, dump a Onuku, so that way I have some negation on the field. And I always tend to get rid of him first on my opponent's turn, so that way I don't have a level restriction on the field, so I can bring out my Devi and my Onuku from the grave. I run 1 Antra, just because it's a generic, remove a face-up card from the field to the hand. I run 1 just because I want my Infernoid monster count high, because this is, once again, like pure Infernoids. Like, that's what the deck is focused on. Next, I run 3 Infernoid Harmadic. Harmadic. Anyways, I run 3 of him because, you bring him out, all the level 1s besides Decatron. He doesn't have a summoning restriction. He's just a normal summon type card. All the others require like a banishment of another Infernoid, whether it's from your hand or your grave, to special. So this is 1 banish cost, 1 banish cost. I can pop a card on the field, a monster card, and I can't attack that turn, but on my opponent's turn, I contribute him to banish a card from the grave. Next is Infernoid Patrulia. Same concept as Harmadic, except this is spell and traps. Next, I run 1 Sajet. A lot of people don't like Sajet, but I do. For Void Feast, bring out double Infernoid Decatron and a Sajet. When it attacks, it's got a cool thing, cool second effect. When it attacks, your opponent has to banish. I can activate it. Your opponent banishes a monster from the extra deck right off the bat. And then it goes in for damage. In the Infernoid Lair, he's 100 times better because on both players' turns, I can tribute a card on the field to banish a card from the graveyard, so you constantly just being able to get rid of monsters. Next, I run 2, I don't even know how to say his name, Saitsemas. I don't know, I really like him though. He's a possible rank 7 play. Like Big Eye, you can make Big Eye with him. He's a 2600 attack. When he attacks another opponent's monster, at the end of the battle phase, he can banish another card on the field, so that's great. And he has the same tributing effect as Sajet, where he can, during either player's turn, tribute a monster to banish a card from the graveyard in your opponent's graveyard. Next, I run 2 Devi for the monster negate and the spell destruction. When he's special summoned, you can destroy all spell and traps on the field except for void spell and traps. And he can tribute a monster to negate a monster effect. And then double Onuku ulti. Had to get ulti. I'm trying to get max rarity. I have another first edition coming in the mail. This is my unlimited. You guys know that I try to max out my decks. Try to. run double of him. I don't want any more or any less of these two, even though it is tempting because they are big hitters. And that's it for my monster lineup. Like I said, heavy on the Infernoids in my opinion. I don't have the level 8, the common, which is weird, but I don't have him. And I don't intend on using him. I don't think he's necessary. Like I said, this is just for me to be able to understand how to play Infernoids to the best of their abilities before I combine them with the Lair of Darkness that I've tested a lot. And I know that they work great. I just want to be able to get as, like I said, I just want to be able to master Infernoids before that comes out. Anyway, so it is into the spells. Mandatory in my opinion. I've seen other people run it differently. 3 Void Imagination. Amazing card. If I have an Anuku in my hand on the field or in the deck, and my opponent has a monster that's summoned from the extra deck, I can get rid of it. I can send it to the graveyard, and I can make Infernoid Tierra, and from there plays just go on. It also makes all monsters, Infernoid monsters, levels 1, except for Decatron, because that's not its original level. So, like I said, I like to get rid of Decatron to get rid of that level restriction, because all of them can be special summoned so long as all, the total level on the field is less than 8. It's hard to explain. Next is Void Banishment. That card is literally a card that I want to see first turn, because this guarantees me a Void Feast so long as I can get past an Ash or an Ogre. You discard a card, and you can add any Void card you want from your deck to your hand. Also, if 2 Infernoids attack, or if Infernoid battles another monster, I can send this to the grave and banish both those monsters. So if you have a problem monster on the field and they attack with a Borreload or something like that, something that for some reason you can't get over, which this deck can get over just about anything. It's got beaters in the deck, it's got ways to clear the board. It's amazing. This card can help you get rid of them. Next I run 2 Charge of the Light Brigade, because I run 3 Raiden. I can open Raiden in one of these. If I use 2 of these, I feel like I don't have a dead card in my deck. Next, I'm running something that I haven't seen very many people think to include, but 3 Dark World Dealings, just because you want stuff in your graveyard. You don't mind discarding cards. So to be able to kind of fix your hand when you open one of these, it's in your deck, it's really good. I run 1 for 1. I don't have the ultra rare, sadly, but I run him so I can special out my Decatron first turn. Then I run 2 Burial from a Different Dimension, because you do banish your cards. It is nice to get them back and to be able to continue your plays to extend. And then a card that works well with it, Pot of Acquisitiveness. You target 3 of your banished monsters, shuffle them into the deck, and draw a card, so it can help you get back to where you need to be. It can also help you use a Void Imagination a second time if you add your Anuku and your Devi back to the deck. Next, I run 1 Monster Gate. This card's amazing. If this card was at 3, the deck it'd be too good. The 60 card decks would just go insane. Next, I run 1 Future Fusion. Not too many people run this either. I've seen people run it. I want the ulti. I really want the ulti. I should go ahead and pick it up. They're kind of expensive. Basically, if your opponent can't answer this card, if they can't answer it, then you're sending all of your Infernoids to the grave to bring out Tierra the turn after that. So I play this, right? We're going first. I play this. They can't answer this. It comes back to us. I activate it. I dump all my Infernoids. I go ahead and I make an Infernoid board. And I go ahead and I try to steal game there. Well, if they can't answer it again, come back to our turn. It's our turn again. I bring out him, and all of his effects go off, because I'm going to send all my Infernoids to the grave. All of them. Except for maybe Decatron, Decatrons and Sujette. So that way, my last 3 cards aren't completely dead cards. I wouldn't necessarily need them. It's just a strategy idea. because if you can get all your Infernoids into the grave, you're most likely not going to have any sort of issues. You're most likely going to win the game from there. But 3 Void Feast, this card's my favorite in the entire deck, just because if you open 2 of these in like a Void Imagination or a Void Vanishment, you can bring out triple Decatron, Sajet, and Saitamas, and you can have 3 negates on board and 2 cards that can banish them, or that can banish a card from your opponent's graveyard. So this card is great. What it reads is: send 1 Void spell trap card from your hand and face up to the field to the graveyard. Special summon up to 3 Infernoid monsters from your deck whose levels equal 8, ignoring their summoning conditions. So, Void Feast, absolute favorite. If you're not running 3, I don't know why. I honestly don't. But that is it for my main deck. I'll make a video of like test hands and stuff like that. So we'll just go into my extra deck that's not really complete, and I'm just going to go over like my vital cards for you. So, what the fuck is this? Let's get this out the way. This is an old play mat. Alright, so double Tiara. First add ulti, unlimited ulti. So this card is a card that I want to be able to bring out just so I can make them banish 3 or send 3 cards from the extra deck to their graveyard. And those 3 for me are going to be Elder Entity, Nittis. Basically, because once these hit the graveyard, each of these, so if this goes to the grave, I can pop a card, pop a card, pop a card. So I can pop 3 cards on the field. So it's a great going second play that you can make to bring out Tiara. Just hope that it doesn't get striked. Another one, Omega. I need another black sleeve. I'm trying to sleeve them all up the same, like Tiara and my heroes and whatnot. Omega, I'm sorry, 1 second. So Omega, really important because I can control hands with Omega, and it's a beater on the field. Next, Synchro's Clearwing Synchro Dragon. Crystal Wing, you can make Crystal Wing with Void Feast first turn. Or, you know, when it comes back to you. If you make it on your turn or whatever, you can make a Crystal Wing. I've done it before. There will be a Trishula, and my extra deck will be completed, but these are like, in my opinion, like the most used cards besides Crystal Wing. You know, this is an occasional, but these I see all the time. Then there's Decode Talker. Sometimes I like to take monsters, like if I have like a bunch, like if I have like a Sajet and a Saitamas and a Tiara on the field, I'll make a Decode, and then I'll bring out a Devi and an Anuku, just so I can have more attack on the field and beef him up, and it's like an OTK from there. Next, I run 1 Skull Dread. I go into this when I can. Beefs up your Infernoid monsters, and you can draw, draw 4 fixed hands, and then 1 Borreload. So this is like my most important cards in my extra deck. If you have any suggestions, please let me know. I'm in love with Infernoids at the moment. I've got my 3rd Tiara right here, not that I'm going to be running them. I'll run this one over my first head to keep the first head in better condition. Please let me know if you have any suggestions. I cannot wait till the Lair of Darkness structure deck comes out. It's going to be amazing. If you don't have your Infernoid stuff now, I suggest picking it up now. The prices are pretty heavy. The only thing that's going to be somewhat of a competition to this would be True Dracos and Brandish Maiden, but I think True Dracos are going to be getting hit on this ban list in all reality. So, once again, that's it. Please let me know what you think. I just want to show you guys. I got my my DT Chimera took over dragons in. I picked up 3 of them, and yeah, I'm gonna show you guys a piece of mail that I get every single time. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Please let me know what you think. I'll make a combo video if you guys want to see it, test hand video, whatever you guys want. Just let me know in the comments below, and please give me some suggestions. And hopefully today I'll be coming out with a proxy Lair of Darkness Infernoid deck profile. So once again, peace, and thanks for watching. Deuces.